How did you feel when your name was called out?
Surreal. It was some tough competition there. Some guys have been in the industry for a real long time and done a fantastic job. So the outcome was just more than I could possibly, in my wildest dreams. I've done the trifecta. I won the Driver of the Year for the company in 2011.
Which company was that one?
That was Hawkins Road Transport. And then they put me through to the QTA, the Queensland Trucking Association Driver of the Year. Won that in 2012, and then became a finalist here on Hamilton for the ATA one, and just bang, 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 3 years in a row.
So you were telling me the other night that driving was in your blood, that you know your dad got you started. Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
Yeah. Well, early ages, was still in school and took every opportunity I could to get out with Dad, and because he was always doing long distance stuff away from home a fair bit, and off in the truck, trips to Perth, Sydney, Melbourne, Cairns, all over Australia. Just loved it, and old enough to get my licence, and I don't think there was any. It was just a destiny, a journey that I was on, and got my licence, and then started working for Dad, and just kept on going with the trucks, and never looked back.
What do you love most about the job?
Being on the road, doing your own thing out on the highway or out in the bush or whatever, and getting the job done. I spent some time doing local work when the kids were growing up, and I did it, but I'd rather be doing the long distance stuff. So definitely getting out there and doing the trips away.
Do you have to ask me how old you are this year?
56 this year.
And you're probably one of the fittest truck drivers ever. You want to tell us about that?
Through the years, another stage there, I was doing a bit of shift work, so I do my shifts and then come home and jog and ride bikes and swim, but we've scaled down a little bit since then, so I'll just do walks whenever I can, and just try and keep a little bit active.
So how do you do it while you're on the road?
Yeah, it's not easy. So instead of taking a break and sitting at the truck stop and drinking coffee, we'll go for a little bit of a wander and stretch your legs, and you just got to fit it in whenever you can, and when you get home and have a couple of days off, you try and keep active and just, whether it be a walk on the beach or around the block, you got to keep moving.
With like eating and stuff, do you find healthier options on the road?
Well, there's only one option there, and my wife Bruce, she makes all the meals for me and freezes them up, and I've got a fridge in the truck, and I carry all fruit and muesli and milk and tea and coffee and all the rest of it. Carry everything with me, and that way I'm eating right. Try and avoid the steak and eggs every night. And that's the only way to do it, really, is just be self-sufficient and cook your own meals.
So you told me that you did the Kokoda Trail.
Yep, that was in 2006, sorry. And before that, we did the Milford Track in New Zealand. But Kokoda was definitely a challenge. It was one of the hardest physical challenges I've ever done.
And you trained for that a fair bit, didn't you?
Yeah, well, we're pretty lucky where we live. Our property backs onto a big conservation area, So I pick all the biggest hills that I could and put me back on and load it up with bricks, and off I'd trot for hours on end. And when I actually got to Kokoda, I just enjoyed it that much, and I'd get to the top of the hill and everyone else would be following me up, and even the porters, they would say, "Geez, you're a fit man." I tried, but I lost my dad because of that reason. He probably didn't look after himself as well as what he could have, and had a few health issues there. So that was a good incentive for me to try and do the right thing, you know.
How many years ago was that?
Yeah, I was 39 then, so
Yeah,
quite a few years ago.
so a big turnaround from then, would you say, or?
Oh, well, actually started a bit earlier than that, and then when Dad died, I thought, nah, keep going with it. None of us are getting any younger, and you don't want health issues because that just upsets everything, you know.
What do you think some of the challenges facing the industry at the moment?
Getting new people up through the ranks. The age bracket of the average truck driver seems to be getting on a bit more, and yeah, I think there could be a shortage. Transport is a major infrastructure throughout Australia because of our vast distances, and road transport's the only way you can move stuff around the country efficiently. So, but you need the drivers and the people and the equipment to do that. So, getting the people up through the ranks and getting them trained and educated, and I'd like to see a bit more training in school and education and that before you even go out onto get your licence or get out onto the road.
It's not like how you learnt to drive, is it, anymore? You can't do it that way.
No,
Your dad
things were a
can't
lot
teach
more
you.
simple back in those days, and if you had a chat to the local authorities and told them what you needed, they would more than happy to accommodate you.
So it seems that, you know, the people that wanted to get into the industry and the police used to work together fairly well, and maybe now not so much?
Well, it's got to be regulated. The amount of trucks on the road now is you can't just go willy-nilly like years ago. You had to get there real quick, and you didn't matter how much weight you put on, but to do that now is just not safe. You know, like the amount of trucks on the road, and you can't go too quick, and so fully understand regulated driving hours, weight limits, and all that sort of thing. You know, it's just you want to get home at the end of the day. And be with your family. So, and the worst case scenario would be to have an accident while you're away, you know. So, try and avoid that wherever you can. So, as far as that goes, I think the government's doing the right thing, you know.
To win Driver of the Year, how do you do that? What do you think that you do day to day that sort of got you to where you are now?
Dad always said to me, just do the best job you can, and that's what I try to do. It helps when you like what you do. You know, it takes a little bit more extra effort, but yeah, just try and do the right thing. And look, I'm just like every other guy that got to earn a living, and you know, you do what you have to do, but you know, you just got to perfection.
Yeah.
And my dad used to sing a little song to me, and I'll have a go at doing it now. Do what you do well, boy. Do what you do well. Give your love and all of your heart, and do what you do well. That sticks in my mind. I can hear him saying that now to me today. If you're going to do something, you might as well do it right.
Sounds great. Well, thanks for your time today.
No worries, thank you.